All right, welcome back. A shocking report from the Wall Street Journal this morning revealing the NSA's spying on Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu may also, though, at the same time have eavesdropped on private conversations between members of Congress.
So why is the agency listening in on conversations of our close allies?
Senator Rand Paul took a stand against the NSA, literally filibustering for hours, and now he joins us now with his reaction. Senator Paul, thanks for joining us this morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. We've got a slight delay, which we will definitely manage. Senator, you've been a big critic of the NSA surveillance. This was done, supposedly the White House is saying, to get a sense of whether or not Israel would act preemptively against Iran if they do pursue a nuclear weapon. What do you make of this news that members of Congress were potentially surveilled by the NSA?
Well, I'm appalled by it, and this is exactly why we need more NSA reform. And the debate in Washington right now has unfortunately been going the other way. Since the San Bernardino shooting, everybody's saying, oh, we need more surveillance of Americans. In reality, what we need is more targeted surveillance. I'm not against surveillance, but I am against indiscriminate surveillance. And also, this is not unusual. Tens of thousands. Senator Wyden has been warning about this for years now, that when we listen in on foreigners' conversation, when they're talking to Americans, that we're scooping up tens of thousands of conversations of Americans, and that this is a real problem because it's a real invasion of our privacy. But you can see how it would stifle speech if you're going to eavesdrop on congressmen, and that it might stifle what they say or who they communicate with. And this is a big, big problem, and it's not a new one, but we absolutely need more controls on the NSA and more controls on our intelligence agencies.
And we imagine that data collection will be a topic in the January 14th debate on FBN. In an effort to get the candidates to be able to have more airtime each and get out their platforms, it looks like there will be 6 people on the debate, and with the new rules, you could end up on the undercard debate along with Fiorina and Kasich. You have said on Kill Me Dead Friends, if that happens, you're going to take your ball and go home because you say it's going to undermine your campaign. Why?
The good news is it looks like we're actually making the criteria. There was a national poll out this week that had me in 5th place, only 1 point out of 4th place. But I am concerned about fairness. I don't think Jeb Bush should be excluded. I don't think Chris Christie should be excluded, Kasich, Fiorina. People have a national campaign and put a lot of effort in this. At the very last minute, with only about 3 weeks to go, what kind of message do you think it tells the public? That basically the media gets to choose who the candidates are that will be considered? The good news is that we think we will be. The last 2 national polls, we do qualify. But I am concerned about fairness, and I'm concerned about the debate for the whole country. And I don't think it's fair to have an artificial distinction because, really, polls have been notoriously wrong. In our governor's race in Kentucky, they were off by 13 points the day before the election. So I think it's a real mistake to let the media pre-decide the elections.
Yeah, you think the polls, because of the sample sizes, they may be inaccurate.
Let's look towards Iowa while we have a few seconds left here, Senator. Do you think you can make a stand in Iowa and give it how much of a good show do you think you can give right now when you have Donald Trump saying he's about to pour $2 million of his own money into this with about 30 seconds left here?
You know, the Donald's his own worst enemy. We have a good ground game there, and we think we're going to do a lot better than the polls indicate. We have a lot of young people, college students. We have a lot of independents. A lot of these people aren't showing up in polls, so we think we're going to outperform polls, and we're in it to win it. We actually do believe and wouldn't be doing this unless we thought we could win.
All right, Senator Rand Paul, we appreciate you joining us this morning. Have a great new year.
Senator,
good luck
Happy
to you
New Year.